reasons that I wanted to write the book was because I wanted to be transported. I wanted to be on the Sunset Strip in 1975. This show is that. It is an opportunity to be transported back in time.
Daisy Jones and the Six!
Daisy Jones and the Six is the story of the rise and fall of a fictional rock band, but in particular, it is the story of the drama between the band's two lead singers.
It's a complicated love story between Billy, Camilla, and Daisy.
He feels love from Cammy, but with Daisy, they make magic, and I think that can't be denied.
Camilla knows about the dynamic between Daisy and Billy, and so there's a little bit of competition.
Either they met each other at the wrong time, or they are meant to be together in the future.
If you love her,
I don't.
what if you ever do? That is when this ends.
When Taylor and I decided to put the show together, we had one dream writing team in mind, and it was Scott Neustadter and Michael Weber.
50 pages in, I texted my wife, and I said, have you heard this book, this Daisy Jones thing? You need to read this as soon as you get home.
I stayed up until 2 o'clock in the morning reading. I sent an email to Reese, when you wake up, I need you to start reading this book. And if you love this book the way that I love this book, we have to fight for it.
Such a dynamic, incredible book. We have to make this.
Neustadter and Weber are writers that I have been fans of for such a long time. So the idea that I would get to work with them and also work with Reese, these are the things that you dream of.
It's just pretty incredible to see it actually happening in front of me.
Scott Neustadter and Michael Weber are the most incredible screenwriters. They were able to take the best elements of the book, these incredible characters that are so multifaceted, and really draw out their stories.
Anytime you do an adaptation, you kind of take the DNA that you fell in love with from the original thing, and it's like you're putting it in a petri dish and sort of regrowing it. It was the clarity of the characters and the kind of feeling of getting to be inside of this group of creative people.
We work hard. We stick together. I really believed it too, even before I met Daisy.
Something central to the book is that you never know if a character is telling the truth. And the cool thing about the show, especially if you're a fan of the book, is that you'll get to see what happened that day.
Taylor Jenkins Reid laid the story out, documentary style. We carried that over into the show, and we have the opportunity to play ourselves at 17 years old and 30 and up to 40.
We'll just have multiple episodes in one day. We'll have 5 episodes in a day where it's like this scene you're a teenager, this scene you're in your mid-20s. You know, it's like kind of keeping track of where my brain is at.
As an actor, it's a blessing to have the opportunity to play a character from young to old, because I think they're the things that shape us into who we are. You get to live those moments.
I knew exactly what I wanted.
I sure as hell wouldn't trade this for anything.
I feel that the book is very respected and honored. This adaptation is everything that I wanted the book to be.
We just wanted to honor the book. And I feel really proud of how we've done that, and I feel really excited about how we're bringing it to life.
If you like the book, the things that you liked about the book are here. They are here, and they are real, and you will feel them. I wanted to write about 70s rock because I became very passionate about it, and I found the Laurel Canyon music scene really interesting. I found the story of Fleetwood Mac really interesting. But I'm always looking for what is the story of the women in that space.
You regret me and I regret you.
When Taylor and I decided to put the show together, we had one dream writing team in mind, and it was Scott Neustadter and Michael Weber. Sent the book to them.
You interested?
And what exactly?
Working on some music together.
50 pages in, I texted my wife.
He was like, I'm reading this book. It's incredible. It's all about 70s rock and roll.
Lauren had just started working as Reese Witherspoon's producing partner at Hello Sunshine. I said, I think Reese is gonna love this.
I loved this book, Daisy Jones and the Six, and I gave it to all my friends. It's like documentary style, and I thought the way that Taylor wrote it and structured it was really engaging.
It gives us the ability to kind of compare people's experiences and hear different versions of the narrative, which is such a wonderful part of the book.
Making it into a television show makes it feel so much more real and so much more like a rock documentary.
I don't even know where to begin.
Start at the beginning.
It's Graham's idea initially to get the band going. A bunch of nerdy kids playing music in the garage and eventually playing shows out at weddings.
So they move out to LA in the hopes of finding success. They meet a manager.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
And
This girl called Karen, that's me, actually comes and joins them, and then we're in a band. What about the Six?
I don't like the Six. Sure as hell better than Hercules.
Once Daisy joins the band, it becomes this really complicated love triangle between Billy, Camila, and Daisy.
If you love her,
I don't.
well, if you ever do, that is when this ends. Start off with this big dream, we're gonna be together forever, we're gonna do this for the rest of our lives, and then it all comes crashing at some point.
Once Daisy Jones enters into the picture, she's such a volatile mix of angst and talent that the most beautiful music ever could be created.
I looked at the schedule and we got it. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. We were shooting everything on location. That felt so protected in authenticity.
Every day I turn up to work and, you know, it's 70s settings, 70s wallpaper, 70s clothes, 70s pants, 70s boot. It's like going back in a time machine.
I think that hair, makeup, and costumes has been such a joy for me because they're really open to collaborate.
You're gonna go crazy for the outfits because Denise did some major things on the show.
I wanted it to feel authentic and I wanted it to feel real. And a lot of the bands back then, if you look at like the Eagles or even really big bands, they were very casual.
Why are you smiling? I'm just generally delighted.
I had no singing background. I never really knew what it felt like to sing out or to belt or anything. And sometimes when you're an actor and you really want to do something, you tell them you can do it.
Did you guys want to record something or fight more? I'm fine either way.
It was cast and they put a guitar in my hand and said, we're going to teach you the guitar. I was like, okay.
Then we had this band camp set up at Sound City across the street. We also had voice coaches.
It was about 3 hours a day for the first 3 months, and that was really just getting acquainted.
Band camp was a very long process.
At the end of it, we ended up with like 6 or 7 months of band camp rehearsal. And it's a luxury that you don't really get on anything, I don't think. Watching everyone get so good at these instruments has been crazy.
We've been working on this for like 2 years at this point, so we all just know each other really well.
It really became like a little family where we were sort of crafting this experience and this performance for everyone.
Oh, we can make a good thing bad. Oh, we can make a good thing bad.
To be honest, I'm excited to see every little piece of it, but I really am excited to see all of these concert sequences. We're going to see the scope, we're going to be there with the band, we're going to feel the rush of excitement and energy.
I think if you like the book, the things that you liked about the book are here. They are here and they are real and you will feel them. I feel very, very confident that this adaptation is everything that I wanted the book to be.
Right, what'd you think?
I'm a motherfucking genius.